felt inspired, so even though I should be going to bed, but all right, just for all the haters, for all, you know, when I'm being a troll on some of these, you know, female, male hating, male distrusting, and even the grifters, you know, which, you know, on one hand, it's like, okay, great that it's attractive women saying this shit, but what I observe more often than not is you ladies, it's easier said than done, and you're on the internet, so you can project all kinds of shit. But anyways, all right, so this is basically, this will kill multiple sermons, but I'm gonna call it basically what a woman's worth. What is a woman's worth? Part 2, basically summarized. You know, because you can look at my. I'll probably put the link to the original video that has the first phase of doing this, so you can get the full context. Because yes, it is all relative. It is subjective. Everybody's different. Well, you know, everybody's different. It's like, oh my god, sure, but our market has hard numbers. Yeah, the numbers will change for sure, but they usually don't change too drastically, with the exception of like inflation going on right now. But in general, okay, so be it. So those countries that had super inflation, they had to deal with it too. So you're just gonna have to keep updating this. But I just say, hey, instead of driving yourself crazy, ladies and gentlemen, realize I'm looking at my bigger screen. That's why my camera's down here, because I want you to see like my. It gives a better look at my. Except for my new guitars, man. Let me give you some of that. Ah, shit. Well, whatever. Anyways, can't really turn it that hard, or else I'll probably disconnect the cable here. Oh, fuck. I hate it when it goes like that. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so we're gonna break it down here, right? Because I know it's probably gonna be hard to see for you. So let's zoom in here. All right. Okay, so. Things can be broken down as a one-time need, right? Because surrogacy is like a one, you know, basically oh my god, there's just so much to say. Look, your husband is not buying your services, okay? Is not purchasing your services mainly for kids. Yes, that's one thing, but because of the nature of what having a kid is, it really is a one-time thing. Because, you know, most people are broke, and even if you're not broke, having a bunch of kids is just it's not necessary anymore. Again, I only give solutions relative to the environment that we now live in. But of course, we have nostalgia and all this tradition shit, blah blah blah, where it butts head with the reality of what our laws are, where our social norms are, all this other shit. So anyway, so let's see. I broke it down here monthly because what I'm trying to say here also is I'm trying to prove to you guys that the irony that basically a woman is worth more to a broke man than a rich man, because a rich man can afford all these things. You know, he can outsource all these things that normally a wife brings, right? The cooking, cleaning, sex, surrogacy, babysitting. That's basically what you bring. Now, again, companionship, you can rent that out for sure, but it's not really a thing. They call it escorting, but they know that if you don't give them sex, so they're, you know, come on. For those of us who are street smart, we understand, you know, actually the escorts are really smart because, see, it's all about, see, as they say, the law is subject to interpretation in a court of law, okay? So the reason why dating, even though there's articles written about it, that dating was seen as prostitution in the past, and it is, as we can see, and it's complicated, as certain women are bold enough, usually the black girls, which that's what I do respect about black girls. At least they're bold enough to tell the truth. It's just the other arrogant and I mean, don't get me wrong, I like straightforwardness. It's just there's the other qualities that don't compensate for that raw trueness. But anyways, dating is a de facto form of prostitution. The legal form of prostitution is dating, adult films, and marriage. As you know, as I'll probably put that clip. What, I don't know if it shows it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The lady that says cut the coochie off and see if you get the credit card. But most men won't do that, you know. Anyways, point is, guys don't really care much about your companionship, as certain of you girls find out after a while, right? After he gets you a couple times, what happens, right? After the honeymoon phase, you may let yourself go, or even if you keep yourself trim, right? as good as you are, just like I keep always using the food analogy, no matter if it's your favorite meal, if you eat it every single fucking day, you're gonna hate it. Not because the food is any good, it's your favorite meal. It's just as good as it was, you had enough. You need to move on. But because men put in so much money, they're like, I don't want to, it's cheaper to keep her because it all depends, okay? It all depends. If you got a man that's paying all your shit, that's what you structured in your relationship, it's a different context. If you're paying 70-30, different context. If it's a 50-50 split, which it truly isn't, which that's what I prove here. That's what I'm like, let's run the fucking numbers, okay, ladies? So here we go. So the budget would be $900 because why would I pay you to cook for me, go shop and all this other stuff, right? When I can eat out and the economy of scale, right? High-end restaurants, all this shit, whatever I want, basically. You can't compete with companies that do that for a living. You're just a one lady type gig. No, like it's not gonna be worth paying you this much when I can eat out and have higher quality because I can't pay you a full. See, there's okay. Just watch the original video, okay? This is just. I'm not gonna go down to all the nuances and factors that can change these numbers. But at the end of the day, ladies, we rich men, all we really need is sex. Okay, if we're looking for babies, it's a different story. But we can get that as a one-time fee and not have to deal with baby mama drama, child support. As I make more money, you'll fucking go to the court and say I want more money or whatever the fuck. No. And this is not even factoring in if I go to third world countries where I can get it half to a third of the goddamn price. Okay, so all right, babysitting, that's what it will cost me with this, but that's only if I have a kid. So if I'm older and everything and all I need is sex, that's what you're really worth. Now I get it. The reason I'll explain the 500 part here in a second, but the reason I know I get this cheaper price because I am under 40. I look like in my late 20s and and I'm in great shape. So I know that girls would probably charge more for an uglier older dude. Obviously those girls don't exist. They're the exception to the rule. I mean not that they don't exist, but they're exception to the rule. But yeah, so that's a different factor. This is me saying that you're at least a 7 and above. Right, you're at least a 7 and above, and you're in general good shape that you can get this. The reason I say 500 because you have a greater conversion with women. You could get it as cheap as 200 sometimes, and it doesn't mean that. And ladies, no, the price does not correlate how good the pussy is. No. That's the fucked up part about this market. Okay, so. As some men have learned the hard way, where they dated her 3 dates, 4 dates, wasted all their time, had to kiss their ass, had to listen to the of nothingness, okay? Because most of you don't have high IQs, and not that it would matter anyways. We really don't care because as high as your IQ is, it's just like the women who are like Serena Williams and all the top ladies in those female sports. If they were to play the guys, they would be beaten by like the lowest of low dudes, okay? So same thing with intellectual. Okay, baby girl, awesome, great, but iron sharpens iron and you ain't iron. You're fucking brass, okay? So, or any kind of other soft metal. So this actually could be cheaper. I'm just saying that if you got the paper to fucking play, I'm telling you for the girls that want you to say, well, what do you got to offer? Right, as opposed to the girls that don't offer you their price. 500 is because certain girls, if you tell them a lower price, they'll take offense to it. Other girls be like, no, give me 4 or whatever. They'll negotiate, right? But some girls take offense to it. So if you want to eliminate that, okay, you basically 500 will even. So the girl who was planning to charge $300 to $400 already, you offer 500, But no, yeah. See. I still always try for them to. I always play it with them to give me their price first, okay? So, and if it's over 500, I don't pay it. And especially if I already got a couple of spinning plates or whatever they call it, rotation of girls that are under 500 and they're fine. What the fuck am I gonna pay for more? Plus, I get bored of them after 3 or 4 times. So I mean, it just is what it is, So. Anyways, all right. So, okay. So let me explain to you why. Okay, I'll do 10 more minutes. Okay. Let me explain to you why this. Well, first of all, there's some demographics here. Okay, according to this group, the average United States millionaire is 62 years old. I've heard mixed messages, whatever, but they're still up there. Okay, just 1% of millionaires are under the age of 35. And remember, millionaires are already 1%. You actually only need to make 360 grand a year, basically, to become a 1%. Okay, so the more the income, the rarer, and I do mean the rarer the individual. And if you factor in, like I said here, under 35, okay, I'm 38, but like I said, most people think I'm 26 because I know about health, all right? And then also in good shape, where people thinking, he's 26? Yeah, you fucking with the 1% of the 1%. That's what I'm telling you. You ladies don't understand. Oh, but you're 5'3". Okay, great. Yes, there's that demographic of you silly girls who are like 5'4" something, but I need my 6'3" man. When if you saw my other videos, my martial arts videos, you would understand that I could probably beat 80% of the men. Okay, but it's not in my incentive. Why? Because 80% of those men, by the numbers, are fucking broke. So if I beat them up, they sue me, and I got shit to lose. I beat if they beat me up and win, basically I fuck up my, I could fuck up my life or my face and all this shit, and I can't sue them. There's nothing to get out of them. They're fucking broke ass dudes. They're dusties. Ugh. Fucking communita fucking language bullshit. So anyways, so over here, right? So there's 365 days in a year, right? To have a good neurochemistry as a man, you want to have sex every 3 days. Okay. Now, but that's the average, I would say. So what I see with myself in most relationships is that in the beginning there's a lot more sex. So I would say you'll probably have sex every other day, right? Every 2 days might be better, right? But as you get bored of the meal, those times will probably be spread in between, or sometimes conflicting of schedules, like I'm kind of dealing with one girl right now. So every 3 days, right? So we're saying that on average, so when it's all calculated, it's gonna average that you basically fucked every 3 days. So that means 121 sex sessions at a $500 a pop. You're looking at 6,500, ladies. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You ladies are worth that. Why? Because the market says so. All right. So let me quickly show you what I'm talking about. The market. Okay. Now. I had a hard drive issue, and I lost not only my videos with these babes, so like, oh my god, well, how do we know you actually fucked them doing that? Trust me, I would show you. I think I may test it here. Let's see. Nah, I'll hold off on that. But do you think, especially these two girls together, you think I didn't bang them? Again, when it comes to me, all right, the whole, oh, no money, no honey. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. No honey, no money. Bust out the honey first before I even pay you. And all these girls have actually trusted me, and I've always paid them. Actually, no. I paid her half in advance. This girl in advance, yes. All the rest, they trusted me, And some of them have been ripped off by dudes, So I'm just not that kind of guy, I actually have more respect for these girls, at least on the price for the sexual access front. Now, personality-wise, that's why I got rid of most of them. Some of them was political. Well, this girl, I still would have had her. She was my third best. So this was my first. We'll get into it, okay? But yeah. But then I had to move to Florida, and yeah, I let the satellite go, as my buddy calls it, okay? So this was my Native American girl. Oh my God, a squirter, just gushes of warm, beautiful fucking just squirting on you while she was riding you. Oh my lord, whoa! Happened both times I was with her, man. Anyways, yeah, and it's a long story. Okay, I'm gonna make a video on that. I'm gonna see, because I can go on and on, because I'm gonna make up these stories when I got recorded videos of, again, that's why I have cameras in my car and everything, like. Okay, but I'm being respectful. I'm not going to give out their names and put out their face. That's why I'm kind of blurring their eyes, so at least you see that they are beautiful in the face. Trust me, I don't fuck with ugly girls. All right. So, and that's when I speak about women. That's basically who I only really speak about. All right. So anyway, that's a better close-up picture. She was my Colorado girl because I got girls in different I got hoes in different codes. You know what I'm saying? This is Florida. This is Oregon. Back in Oregon. Yeah. So she got in my car once, but what happened was I forgot to put the SD card into there. You know, and again, another hard drive, I lost it. Oh, I didn't pull that picture of Selena. Damn it. Oh, Selena. Whew. Anyways, so she was my first number one because she showed me her STD test, and we would fuck without protection. Oh my god, just oof. What was she? She was like 22. Yeah, I've only had two girls that were only one girl that was over 30, except for my girlfriend, my first ever girlfriend back in the day. When I finally let a girl come into my life. Trust me, I've had many girls, and even now, like I said, I can't wait to one of my girls or one of my guy friends. We're gonna rig a bag with a bunch of cameras so he can follow me in the back and you can see for yourselves finally. Because I've gotten glasses with cameras, Bluetooth, weird things, trying to, but none of them work for what I'm trying to do to get the right angle of the faces. You know, let alone if they turn around and just like damn, like I'm too scared to ask them. You know. I've only had one girl approach me, but I've had a ton eye fuck me. Why? Because when you can walk up the stairs with your hands and all kinds of crazy shit that most people can't do, trust me. They're like, And then once they see my car, my motorcycle, and once they get to know me, they're like, God damn, I'm a catch. You know, but a lot of girls are also still afraid of that because they're so insecure, they want to control you and everything, you know. Yet they'll claim that us men, we want older women because we can control. Yes, there are those men for sure. There are. See, I give you credit, but trust me, on average, no. What I realize for the most part is like it's kind of like a father-daughter relationship, but because obviously they're not my real daughter, we can have sex. But just like sometimes a father-daughter relationship morphs when the girl becomes a teenager, becomes rebellious, right? We try to tell them like, baby girl, don't do this because you're not gonna like the outcomes. Don't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. Blah 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 blah. Or like your political view is wrong. You're on the wrong side of history. That's how I lost this girl, man. So if I would have never brought in politics, a lot of these girls I would have never lost. Or yeah, I'll go on and on, right? So yeah, so that's a closer up look. Yeah, this girl right here uplifted everybody's pussy game, man. She created a whole new tier. So I used, so basically she created the A tier now. The original A tier, which was no smell, no taste, right, throughout the whole process. Okay, because type 3, you fucking bang it, bro. You fucking eat it again, and it fucking smells like shit. So when you eat it at first, everything's fine. You fucking, you beat the pussy up, and then you have her sit on your face again, and it fucking, has a weird order to it. Sure, part of it might be because they're just about to be on their period. That might be a signal, but even then, as I told some, because those are the ones that suck. Because, well, not really, because I mean, again, there could be the period stuff, but it could mean like that's a signal of you needing to work your teeter tottering. Your bacteria, your pH level is starting to get to the point where the bacteria is going to grow, and you're going to start having a much more pronounced smell. All right. So, anyways, like I said, I've been talking in my other videos. I talk about I'm creating a whole system that I'm going to be selling to people. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Like this is all rough. There's other parts to it. Like, hold on. This is why I had this here too. All right. So this is me flow charting everything, right? Like types of relationships that can form: one night stand, friends with benefits, polyamorous, open relationship. Yes, they're different. Boyfriend and girlfriend, aka monogamish. Marriage, aka monogamish, because you're with them for like a year, 5 years, and then fucking you fucking divorce or you split. And then polygamy, which is kind of what I was striving for. But now that I figure out in the doll film company, I can get older, they stay the same age. I get to record it. I get to make money. I get to deduct it. I can't get sperm checked. I can't get accused of rape. It's fucking beautiful. And even for the girl, because you can still get, in a sense, wifed up or girlfriend up to a certain degree. I mean, you got to keep that on low. I just don't care for wifing or girlfriending up anybody long term. Like Leonardo DiCaprio really set the standard. From 18 to 25, then you're gone, baby girl. Okay. Now you provide quality services. You should be expected well rewarded. That's why I keep telling these girls on these channels, you got to move with contracts. All right. Show me this smart and strong and independent women, sassy like yeah. Tell us shit, but that's not gonna work. Okay. Ultimately, so you have to approach this humbly. And that's why I'm giving you these numbers, ladies and gentlemen, too. This also helps you understand your value, men. Crunch your fucking value. Show it to a woman. Boom, boom, boom. Show me on paper. What do you bring on fucking thing? Okay, boom, contract. Okay, you start sucking on these services. Goodbye. You know, same thing with her. Hey, she finds a better client. Goodbye. I'm going to the next client. Because why? They're gonna do it anyways for the most part, right? So, anyways. This was breaking down what I bring to the table, right? What would cost for protection. This is cheap too. This is see your trump card, man. Your trump card. Shout out to Donald Trump. Not that I like him, but he's just funny. And anyways, your trump card is protection, all right? And this is a police officer. This is a public servant, okay? But if you want to pay for a fucking, but even then, that's a high price, okay? So yeah, the difference. Look. Especially with me, the girl, even if I paid her for all this stuff here and I counted for right, like I want her to cook and set that budget limit, she has to be within that limit or whatever, all this other stuff, right? What's it called? Look at the huge difference. Okay, so right now I'm actually bringing $167,000 a year. So, but again, with business, our income will fluctuate. 1 year I'll probably make, like fucking 2 million. Next year I might make 3. Next year I might make 1 again for whatever reason. Okay, it depends on how you take that money and you reinvest it. But you girls know nothing about that. Trust me, I know because I've dealt with many of you. That's why now I'm leveraging the internet in another way, and I'm about to redo it. Basically, yeah, again, it's always a thing in process. But yeah, I'm about to redo this shit, about to hit numbers. And again, this is not even counting if I import them in, right? If I import them, which I'm probably gonna do like 90 day fiance type shit, right? Which I'm just gonna give them a work visa for like 90 days. Be like, yeah, she's just coming out here to be a babysitter, blah 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 blah, right? Whatever. 90 days, fucking some of the hottest girls who are very respectful, who are gonna be just so grateful for you actually being a legit dude that brought them over here, right? Because we are so rare, ladies. I'm telling you, the odds are against you. You think you're so smart, but if you were smart, you would act differently because the numbers are so against you, right? For every one of me, there's like 50 of you, and I'm being generous. All right, I'm being conservative. There's a lot more. And then you factor in when I can fly out or fly them in from other states and other countries. Act right. Act right. That's all we're saying. It's not fucking hard. Shut your mouth when we tell you. Of course, we're going to say nicely. Right now I'm saying it harshly because a lot of you don't know how to shut the fuck up. Even women say this, okay? That's why Chris Rock had to say it. Feed me, fuck me, and shut the fuck up. He's not saying you can never say anything. It's like there's times where like, babe, I don't want to hear it. Right, especially if it's some insecurity bullshit, right? Because for me, I'm telling girls, look, I'm never gonna cheat on you because I'm telling you, you're not gonna be the only one. You either share me or kick rocks. Okay, I have dick discipline. Other men may not, and they may fuck up your fucking mental, but you're gonna pay in the long run because you only have a 7 to a 10-year max window if you really think about it. Now, of course, some of these older men may have the wealth, but a lot of you don't want to cross over. You think they're disgusting. A lot of them are not good looking either, right? So even though they would date down, right, to 30, right, and you change your thing, whatever, they're still so rare, okay? And they're usually taken. And they're going, if average or above average income men are going to third world countries like Colombia and Brazil and wherever else, Philippines or whatever, okay, you think you stand a chance? Oh my God. All right, so that's enough. All right, so that's a quickie there. So... Because I'm going to put links when I, comment on people's thing. I'm like, this is what a woman is worth, right? Or why a woman is worth less to a rich man. Because we don't need all this. We're already paying for that. We don't need all this other bullshit to come along with this. And you think you're giving us wifey goods without the fucking price. Of course, we're not going to fucking buy the cow.
45 minutes have passed.
Wait until that app makes me millions, all right? So... yeah, I'm gonna be a billionaire before 51. Ain't no doubt about it. Okay. What if I'm like 10 million shy from a billionaire before 51? Who gives a fuck? I'm so close. Suck my balls. Doesn't matter. You're gonna see on my channel, Big Pimpin', about to get that Aston Martin here pretty soon. Probably in about, If all goes well, 3 months, if not sooner. Some good shit's happening here. So all these ladies that, oh, I found an incel. I found a Dusty. It's like, did you even take the time to look at my fucking my YouTube? And they're like, oh, well, the Audie's rented. Oh, you're fat, this and that. Like, yeah, a fat guy can do handstands and fucking walk upstairs and a bunch of martial arts shit. Yeah, okay, pictureless, videoless fucking person on YouTube. Yeah, So that's why I make these videos, to fucking just shut your mouth and also educate men, but also you ladies too, okay? I don't want you ladies to be taken advantage of, but fucking act right. Like I said, feed us, fuck us, and shut the fuck up, all right? That's for your regular man. For us, just, look, fuck us and just go home. Go home unless you have a good personality. And like I said, a lot of these girls, I've rejected them. They haven't qualified for my ultimate, basically, wifey-like reward for 1 year service. But I don't know, I'm on the fence about doing it or not, because I'm also putting other options. And if I find those girls that are sex workers, right, OnlyFans, they want to fuck me, and or even have me manage their fucking their content or whatever, it's over with. No, I don't care about none of this other bullshit, okay? Like I said, I'd rather pay extra, not waste my time with dates where they're gonna finesse me, right? Never actually been finessed. Well, not really, because I knew I just wanted to test it so I can prove it, right? To capture that information. But I didn't lose a lot of money. And plus, really I make a lot of money, so it's not really that of a thing. But it's on principle. It's on principle too. So there you go. What a woman is worth, because these are the tangible, quantifiable things that you bring. As I will repeatedly say, take everything you can get from your boyfriend and vice versa, right? What you're getting from your girlfriend, and what would it cost you to outsource that? What would it cost you? And you would see that on average, okay, ladies, especially with a man like me, you are extremely in debt. And if you expect me or any man to die on your fucking behalf, which is me basically providing you protection, if you were to hire a private investigator, because you can't hire a police officer. Well, maybe off duty, but he's going to charge you the price of a private guard, okay, and who's willing to die for you, all right, and that's going to cost you an even higher premium, all right. So there's a premium already on just being your guard, because okay, he may not die, he may not want to die for you, but he may have to get into fights where he could potentially die. He's not planning on it, but whatever. He's, in a sense, he's selling his body. We're all, in a sense, selling our bodies for the most part. When we're in a service-based business, we're all prostitutes, whatever, right? So, anyways, so the reason why dating is not seen as prostitute is because if you interpret the law as in you have to explicitly ask for sex and just sex, but because she's providing companionship, she might cook for you, right? I guess basically because she provides more services than just the fucking sex, it is, what's it called? It's not illegal. It's not illegal. But on the exact same time, it says, and also they say prostitution is soliciting for just sex, right? And paying with money or things of monetary value. That's why, from a certain perspective, marriage can be seen as a legal form of prostitution, because she won't give you access unless obviously her price is the wife, right? The signing of the marriage contract, business marriage contract, okay? Paying all the bills. Oh honey, I think we need a new refrigerator. Oh honey, I think we need blah blah blah. That's your constant price that you have to pay. And if she ever cuts off the coochie, right, as what's her face says, he probably will stop giving the credit card. But because he signed the stupid marriage contract, well, she's like, okay, well now I'm gonna have the court finesse you for me, and I'm still gonna derive the same benefits, and while I'm no longer rendering the same services. That's why, men, you're an idiot. Even if you finally sign a prenup, you don't have to do that. There's nothing in the law that says you can't submit your own contracts. If anything, it benefits you ladies to be your own LLC, because then you can take write-offs. Okay, you can take write-offs from that, right? You can. It's about how. It's not just about how much you earn, but how much you get to keep by understanding the tax codes and having the right accountants and all that shit set up. Okay, so bada boom, bada bing. those who have eyes to see, let them see. If those who have ears to hear, let them hear. All right, this is what a woman is worth, right? Why she's worth less to a fucking rich guy, because we don't need all this shit. We can outsource all this stuff. Okay, sure, you can go from being basically a sex worker to a surrogate, right? That's not a problem. But what's it called? Yeah, remember that's a one-time payment. But again, why would I pay this money here when I can go to third world countries get it for free? Okay, so, and not for free, I mean just for half the price, you know. I don't know what else. What else did I want to say here? Okay, I showed you the girls. Oh yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's why I know that 500 is the sweet spot. Sure, like in parts of Miami where old nasty dudes have to pay a higher price, right? Or just dudes like to pay a higher price because that's just whatever. I don't care when I'm a billionaire. I'm not ever gonna spoil the market. But again, it's a self-reinforcing market, right? So the guys don't want to pay, but if the next guy paid that, right? And she's like, okay, give me, like, what's his face? He's saying that the Instagram models, he got quoted, right? He's like, these are just like drop dead gorgeous Insta wife, right? Like I'm getting married, you're having my kids, kind of like that type of level, like 10-10, right? The 10-10s, right? They said they quoted him $1,500 and I guess a flight to Barbados or something, like, not Barbados, somewhere, a flight somewhere, I don't know. So, which is a first class flight, but that'll probably be another $1,000. So you're looking at $2,500 for the most part, okay? Which again, $2,500. Okay, let's put that in our calculator. That's why I make this kind of calculator, right? $2,500. That would cost you $302,000 a year, right? If you go for those type of girls. But trust me, there's a lot of girls that are gonna go under that price. Okay, so yeah, $3,200 a year. When you're making fucking let's say $1 million a year, and your only living costs are maybe like $250,000 or whatever, right? And again, the more you make, the more this seems like fucking nothing. Okay, so especially again, that's probably the higher range, right? The politicians that had that one lady that they would pay $10,000 or whatever is because they were politicians. See, they had to pay that extra level of secrecy or whatever. That's why she went to jail. But she would have got killed anyways because these politicians are ruthless, man. They're the corrupt individuals. So yeah. See, okay, at that price, you would pay, for having sex every 3 days with the hottest of the hottest of the hottest, right? And you're guaranteed there's no condom with that. Okay. Now you will wear a condom because you got, they can do certain shit. But usually the smart ones get NDAs, right? These guys, the smart ones like I do, I record everything, right? NDAs. Consent forms, all that shit. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, you can fuck her without the condom, and then when you're ready, when you're like, okay, I'm ready to fucking bust a nut, put the condom on, bust it while you're inside, because oh man, do I hate pulling out the last minute, because you gotta like, it's like pissing, you gotta like stop it, you gotta like force yourself to stop it and pull out, so yeah, that's why I thank God for condoms and shit like that. You could also do diaphragms with spermicide, but the thing with that is that they have to remain there for six days, just in case. So if she removes it, you're increasing the chance. So you see, when you when you flow chart everything, right, you can make better maneuvers. Just like having a map, right. Even in war, helped helped the army a lot. Okay, maps are very important. We take them for granted because we don't know the history and how long and the painstaking process it took to get there. Now we have obviously, but even that technology that scans the Earth and everything else, it took many years and lots of pain. All right. So, anyways, all right. Well, there you go. Another video evidence. The next video will be about me telling you a story of basically all the sugar babies I've had. And yeah, so thank you, feminism, for making these girls basically not want to be cuffed while they're young because they want to explore their options, even though if they knew that they, and again, I'm never holding them back. I'm not, I'm like, once they leave, actually, I'm happy, because remember, you're a depreciating commodity. You're not even an asset, okay? You're a liability. That's why I rather do this, okay? Then, because if I put all my time and emotion and money into you, the moment like that I do something bad, even if it was bad, but you're just bored, you're just trying to justify, well, he did this, he was an asshole, he made me feel bad, so fuck him, I'm leaving him, or I'm fucking this guy, and I'll just wait till he catches me. So I'll be playing this guy, and I'll be like, whatever, I got this guy already on lock, or whatever. So most guys are whatever. But again, numbers-wise, you probably made a horrible financial decision because the wealthiest women in the world is because they got married. Now, of course, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to marry, but I'm saying, apart from me, the dudes that you're leaving probably would have wiped you up or gave you a great compensation, but you failed in your quality of services. Okay, ladies. So, any of you sugar babies that ever watch this or whatever the fuck, okay, I'm teaching you a valuable lesson here. Okay, very valuable lesson here of well, hire me. All right, that I got a different channel for that. So if you find it, however you find it, when I hashtag shit like that, okay, good for you. But yeah, I'm not giving this away for free. But really, it's just about coming humbleness. So okay, I'll give you one free thing. If you came with a man of proposal like, hey, I'm gonna provide you cooking, I'm provide you cleaning, and more importantly, fucking fidelity. Now, of course, if he's willing to drop some cash to have a well, that's if he let you move in, it might be easier to catch you. But even then, okay. But whether you move in or not doesn't matter. If he hires a private investigator, right? If you put on the contract like, hey, if a private investigator catches me cheating, I will forfeit this and that. Like what I would advise men is to create an escrow account, so basically you only get paid half of your salary, right? Because this would probably maybe be like 6-month trial contract type thing, maybe a year contract type thing. So that way that at the moment he finds you cheating or whatever, or not cheating, you're not following instructions, right? And if the instructions don't involve you killing anybody, raping anybody, molesting anybody, assaulting anybody, stealing money, stealing property or damaging property or making false allegations, right? He's not telling you to do anything horrible. If he's telling you, hey, dress like this, please be quiet, don't start a fight, don't do this, don't do that, you can't have male friends, like, I don't know what to tell you, because those are reasonable requests, especially if he's giving you a great reward. And it's beyond this, right? If it's beyond this, even better. But like I say, you will have. The irony is that if you say, hey, I know primarily you need sex, okay, because you can outsource all this. I know that. So if it's okay if you don't need that, right? I know if you just want sex, that's fine. Because again, 2 consenting adults, and it's not really enforced, ladies. Okay, it's not really enforced. It's too hard to enforce, and everybody's doing it again in different formats. Okay, husbands are tricks and whatever. So if you say, okay, 60 grand, and funny enough, 50 to 60 grand is the salary you would need to completely not have to work. Now, if you work part-time, right, if you're making part-time and you make another 15, 30 grand, right, then it adds to that salary. Because a lot of guys, yeah, they'll have other girls. You just need to be on their beck and call, especially if they're like, hey, I want to fly out to fucking some vacation, like, come with me. You can't, oh, but I got work. Bitch, I'm paying you enough to not work. But some girl's like, what? I make 100 grand. Why would I take 60 grand? Yeah, 100 grand. And how many hours do you have to work, right? Now, your OnlyFans girl's like, oh, OnlyFans, I made 300 million, whatever. You're the exception to the rule. You are so rare, it doesn't even matter, okay? And what's happened? Most of the guys, what do they end up doing? They don't even stick around, right? They think they can be your boyfriend, but then they're so insecure, So anyways, or you end up being sugar mamas because the wealth generation is so drastic. Anyways, so I would predict that some of you, when you come with this fair market price, right, this fair market price, and you provide this quality service, trust me, he's going to give you bonuses, and he may even increase it. He may even, if you're really good, if you're really, really fucking good, right, especially if you have their kid, you will get equity into one of his companies, right, or he will increase it by $5,000 or $10,000 a year, if not more, if you're really, really fucking good. And you know what I'm going to tell you how you be really good? You go out there and you source other girls for us. Understand? You go out there and you source other girls for us. That's how it's done. That's how you bring your value. You're the main. If you want to be the ultimate main chick, you fucking bring the other girls, and you have an agreement with her that hey, they're just side girls. But also you can't prevent a wealthy man from sharing with another girl that provides just as good as quality service as you. Okay, so that's how you are. You want to be special? Flip your perception. Say I am special because I was able to not only attract but retain a super rare fucking man. Okay, that's what makes you special. Not because he's monogamous to you and all this other shit, okay? And you going out and acquiring other girls, hopefully of your quality. Well, if you're the highest quality, there's no other higher, okay? They'll just be equivalent. So, peace and good luck out to you girls because the odds are extremely against you. Some of you are going to be like kids who hated their parents, but in the long run, when you reflect, you're like, fuck, my parents were trying to tell me actually the truth. They really cared about me, and I was just being a fucking arrogant piece of shit. Peace.